evening and welcome to the Global News and Atlantic Television Network. To begin, let's take a look at the biggest stories making the headlines. Ratau seeks Morrison media support for Dr. Ero Kosima. Customs intercepts cache of smuggled arms in Lagos State. Senate passes 2025 54.9 trillion naira budget into law. Federal government orders MDAS to close accounts in commercial banks. Court sentenced former governor for corruption in Kenya. A Flying Eagles join Egypt, South Africa in Group B. Actor Bovi lost his father. Many thanks for staying with us, and now to the rest of our stories. OP Erokosima campaign team of the Radio, Television and Theatre Workers Union of Nigeria today, the 13th of February 2025, met with the management of Morrison Communications Limited to canvass for support ahead of the 2025 national election of the union. Our correspondent completes the report.
Dr. O.P. Erokosima campaign team of Radio, Television, Theatre and Art Workers Union of Nigeria, Bayelsa, in River State South region, paid a courtesy visit to the management of Morrison Communication Limited at Wish Complex, Wish Avenue, Radio Estate, Ozoba, Port Harcourt, River State, on the 13th of February 2025 to seek for support for Dr. O.P. Erokosima as the national president of the union ahead of the national delegate election this year. In his introductory speech, Comrade David Emeabo, Ratau chairman, Bayelsa State Chapter, and the DG OP campaign team South commended the chairman Morrison Group for his act of humility and humanitarian services for the industry. He stated the reason for the courtesy visit to seek for his blessings and support for their presidential candidate, Dr. O.P. Erokosima, to become the next president of the union ahead of the election this year. The DG stressed that her emergence as the national president of the union will stand historic as the first female chairman of the union. Comrade David Emeabo expressed his confidence on Dr. O.P. Erokosima's quality and track records, assuring her of victory.
Yes, my decision to throw my weight behind Comrade O.P.'s aspirations and ambition is not far-fetched. Quality, capacity, and a proven track record of leadership acumen and success. You know, at a time like this, what we look for is not just sentiments. So I don't operate along the lines of parochial sentiment. So I look at quality to deliver the desired results and welfare packages to all members. Because at a time like this, what we have seen in Aratao has taken a nosedive as a union, as a trade union. What our founding fathers established is not what is on ground today. And right now, we need somebody to come and resuscitate this great union, to revive this great union and to resurrect it. And Comrade Opi is a person that is an embodiment of all the qualities that we desire. That is why I've thrown my weight behind her. I know she will.
Presenting herself to the chairman, Morrison Communication Limited, Dr. Chinwe Igwe, the Rotao presidential candidate, Dr. Opi Erekosima, described Dr. Igwe as her blood and brother whom she can always run to anytime, while emphasizing on her great qualification to become the next national president of Ratao. Dr. Opi Erekosima maintained that with Dr. Chinwe Igwe by her side, the election and victory is assured. The Ratao presidential candidate, Dr. Opi Erekosima, therefore seek Igwe's blessings and backing as she journeyed the road in the industry. On her vision and mission, Dr. Opi Erekosima assured that under her leadership, no media organization will be treated with disdain.
Today I'm in my home. I'm not a visitor here. I'm in my elder brother's house. This is one institution that we all started. We have been by each other in this challenging world, both in good and in bad times. I've had my pains. He has given me his shoulder to cry on. And he has had his own challenge. He will call me, what do you think about this thing? What's the idea? But one thing I love about him, despite his position, despite his money, you will never see it on his face that you are not my class and have gone higher. He's too humble. Let's say he's humble to a fault, but he's one brother in whom I'm 100% pleased. I'm in the house of my brother that once I start dreaming something, I'll be telling him. And he'll be asking me, when are you starting? I said, don't worry now. When the time reaches, I will inform you. And there is no position I've held in Ratawo that he's not on the low. And there is no position I've held in Ratawo that he has not contributed a dime to me.
In his acceptance speech, Chairman Morrison Media Group, Dr. Chinwe Igwe, who described Opi Erekosima as his blood, assured her of total blessings, support, and promised to do everything within his power to ensure her emergence as Ratao National President. The media mogul also urged her campaign team to adopt a cluster principle method that will attract more votes and support for Dr. Opi Erekosima.
By the time Opi becomes the president of Ratawo, Morrison Media Group will first to host her to a dinner party. Because Opi has been there for us. This company, Opi has been by it in every way. Let's gather the votes and put on this table for our collective project.
The courtesy visit had an audience. Chairman Morrison Media Group, Dr. Chinwe Igwe, Head Admin Morrison Media Group, Mrs. Paul Kanyide, Lead Content Atlantic Television Network, Laurentia Choma, Head of News Morrison Media Group, Samuel Ajerumo, Presidential Candidate of Ratao, Dr. Opi Erekosima, Ratao Chairman Bayelsa State Chapter, Comrade David Emeabo, amongst others, and thereafter a group photograph. Correspondent Samuel Ajerumo, ATM News, Port Harcourt.
Well, angry mob in Musoga community, Ethiopia-based local government area of Delta State, has set 2 suspected kidnappers ablaze, while 2 others escaped from the crime scene. The deceased suspects, along with the gang members, attempted to abduct a female victim, and the victim raised an alarm, which attracted passers-by, who gave chase and apprehended 2 of the suspects. The suspects were beaten to a stupor before being set ablaze. Delta State Police Public Relations Officer SP Brightside Daffy confirmed the report in a WhatsApp message. Edo State Governor Monday Okpebolo says with the state government's robust collaboration with the federal government, the state is on course to ensure speedy development. The governor made this declaration when he received the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Maiden, who was on a courtesy. Management of the Edo State Internal Revenue Service under the auspices of the Edo State government has warned unions in the state to desist from collecting dues and issuing tickets at Western Delta University, Ogara, Delta State. Its press has closed its defense in the petition challenging its victory in the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State. The closure came as a surprise, a day after the APC, which is the third respondent in the petition filed by the People's Democratic Party and its candidate, Mr. Asue Ighodalo, called in for its witnesses would use in their evidence, adding that the APC would be closing its case because the plethora of documents tendered, the evidence of the petitioners have already done justice to its case and makes it unnecessary to call for the witnesses. While the panel gave the respondents 7 days to file and serve their defense, it ordered the petitioners to within 3 days, while INEC had declared Okpebolo of the APC winner of the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State, after he secured a total of 291,667 votes to defeat his closest rival, Asue Ighodalo of the PDP, who polled a total of 247,655 votes. Aggrieved by the outcome of the poll, the PDP and its candidates approached the tribunal, praying it to nullify INEC's declaration of the and state roads, insisting that every road within Abia's boundaries is a priority. They acknowledged his efforts in fixing road and enhancing education, as well as his governance styles, proves that leadership is about action and not rhetoric. Igbo Women Group, Igbo Women Assembly, has advised Governor Chukwuma Soludo to checkmate the activities of his recently launched security outfit, Agune Chamber. The women group, which addressed journalists in Umuahia on Thursday, alleged that extrajudicial killings are being committed by persons who doubt the development, said her group is in support of any genuine fight against crime in Anambra, but condemns the killing of suspects without proper investigation or handing them over to the police for prosecution, adding that 2 young men who were working in a site in Anambra were allegedly shot and killed by job creation, revenue generation, economic diversification, and regional integration, and also listed challenges such as informal trade, porous borders, policy disparities, language barriers, currency differences, and cultural divides as major hindrances to trade facilitation. Minister of FCT Barrister Nyesom Wike has conducted an inspection of key infrastructure projects in the Abuja city center and has lauded the progress observed at all project sites. Wike highlighting the efficient use of funds which have led contractors' dedication to good and quality work within stipulated time frame. Some the areas visited were the access road from Ring Road 1 by 16N Shehu Shagari Way to Judges Quarters, including construction of internal roads within the Judges Quarters in Katampi District, Abuja.
See for yourselves, we first of all went to the International Conference Center, which carried out complete rehabilitation by Jonas Berger. We went to CN8, which is being done by OK Skariare. Then went to the Court of Appeal at Abuja Division Project, which you can see the way the projects